Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Script and Execute. My name is Shruti. As part of creating a simple framework using page object model, today I'm going to show you filter functionality. Okay, so this is the filter drop down, and as you can see, it has four different options in it. Okay, so name A to Z, name Z to A, price low to high, and price high to low. Okay, so we will create four different methods. Okay, so for each option we will create four different methods. So as you know, this will make the code looks cleaner, readable, and easier to maintain. Okay, okay, so now first let us inspect the elements. Okay, so we already have product page locators, and here we will add five more. Okay, so first the main drop down. So we will take class. So what we'll call it? We'll call it filter drop down. Filter drop down. This is class, so we'll put comma. So then we will say filter name A to Z. Okay, so we will inspect and we'll keep the locator. Then filter name Z to A. Then filter price, we'll say low to high. Then filter price high to low. Okay, so let us inspect these four. Okay, so first name, here itself we have. So here, as you can see, we cannot see id or class, so we will write css custom locator. So how to write option, how to write custom locator. So what is the syntax? Tag name, attribute, and value. So option is the tag name. So what is the attribute? Attribute will take value is equal to, what is the value? Value is az. Okay, so one matching element. So this is the first locator to sort name A to Z. Okay, okay, the second one. So we can see Z to A, so we will change here itself. Z to A, one matching element, copy and paste. And price. So price value is low high. So let us write low high, one matching element. Next is high low. HILO. Okay. Copy, paste. So now we have the locators ready. Okay, so now next what we need to do, we need to create methods, four different methods. Let us go to product page. So here let us create method async. So method name will give filter by name A to Z. Okay, so this is the method name. Async, C is missing. Okay, await this dot page dot. Here we have to use select option. Okay, so why we are using select option is, so this drop down contains select tag. Okay, so it contains select element, so we are using select options here. Okay, so this select option, so we use this select option to select the options from the drop down. Okay, so remember, select option is to select the options from the drop down, and it takes two things. Okay, one is locator and the second one is value. So what is the locator? Page dot, sorry, not page dot, product page locators dot, for the first one, what is the locator? Filter name A to Z. Okay, so this is the locator, and what is the value? So value is this AZ. Okay, so let us copy this and put that in a code. Okay, so first method is done. Okay, so I'll copy the same method and I'll change the name. Filter by name Z to A. Okay, so here filter by name locator is filter by name Z to A, and what is the value? So you know that the value is ZA. Okay, so now we'll do the same thing for price. Okay, price low and low to high and high to low. I'll copy this. Method is filter by price, price um, low to high, low to high. So here, instead of filter name, we'll give filter price low to high, and the value LOH high, low to high. Okay, so now I'll copy the same method. I'll change the name and the locator. So here, price high to low. So here HILO, high to low. Okay, okay, so now methods are ready. Okay, so I have created four methods to select A to Z, Z to A, and same thing for price. Okay, so now is validation part. Okay, so how to do validation? So I've selected A to Z. Okay, so how to do the validation? For that, we need to collect the product names. Okay, so we need to collect the product names, and we will return the product names to the spec file. Okay, okay, so let us create a method. So what this method will do is it will collect the product names. Okay, so then another method to collect the product price. Okay, so let us create two methods. So you know why I'm creating these two methods, correct? So here, in order to validate these two, I need to have a method which has product names. Okay, so only then I can validate the whether the title, I mean the product names, are sorted or unsorted. Same thing for these two methods. Okay, okay, so async, so method name is get product names, get product names. So we have to use return keyword here. Okay, because here I'm getting the product names and I'm returning to the spec file. Okay, so spec file will do the validation. Okay, so here I will just gather the product names and send it. Okay, so return await this dot page dot locator, product page locators dot product names. Here, product names I've already inspected in the previous video, dot all text contents. Okay, so here I've got the names of all the product names. Okay, so next, price, async get product prices, get product prices. So in this, I'll collect all the prices into some variable. Await this dot page dot locator, product page locator dot product price here, product prices. Okay, so I will keep the products in some variable dot all text contents. So const I will say prices. Okay. Okay, so I've collected all the prices in this prices variable. Okay, so see, the price is like this, dollar 29.99. Okay, so you know that in order to validate the price sorting, the value should be numbers. Okay, so but here the value is string. So what we need to do, first we need to remove this dollar symbol. Okay, so we need to remove this dollar symbol with an empty string. So here then we will get just the number. Okay, so let us do that. So you know what I'm doing here, correct? So I'm removing dollar symbol, so I will get the number, so then we can sort it. Okay. Okay, so return prices dot map, prices dot map. Okay, so here I'll use map method, so it will go to each and every price. Okay, so first it will go to this price and it will remove dollar. Okay, so I'll use map, so map will iterate through each prices. Okay, so then price. Okay, so here this price is just the, we can say that it is just a variable name, and each time it holds I mean one value at a time. Like first time the value of that price variable is dollar 29.99. Second time the the price variable value will be 9.99 price. So and I'll create a shorthand operator, sorry, we call it, this is a shortcut of creating a function. Okay, this is arrow method. Okay, so what this method will do is, so it will remove the dollar with an it will replace the dollar symbol with an empty string. Okay, and also that. Okay, so this price is string, so we'll convert this string into float. So parse float, then price dot replace, what we want to replace, we want to replace this dollar symbol with an empty string, so put double quote, single quote. Okay, so now it will replace. Okay, so and we have to use return because we need this prices into the main spec file to validate whether it is the prices are sorted as per to the value options we are selecting. Okay. Okay, so now this is ready. Okay, all the methods are ready. Now let us go to the spec file. So this is the spec file. Okay, so I'll remove dot only from here. So let us create four separate tests. Okay, to validate each filter thing. Okay, so first one is test. So we'll say filter by name A to Z and async. Okay, then we'll create three more like this, filter by name Z to A, then filter by price. So in the third one, price low to high, then filter by price high to low. Okay, so now first one. Okay, so let us call that method. So what is the method? First one, filter by name A to Z. Okay, so I'll copy it. So we have already we have an object for that. So await product page dot filter by name A to Z. Okay, so now we have called this method. So next what we need to do, we need to call this method get product names. Okay, so here we are using return. Okay, so what it is doing, it returns all the product names. Okay, so here we have to create a variable to store that values. Okay, so const names is equal to product page dot get product names. Okay, so this variable, now this variable spelling mistake. Okay, so now this name has all the product names. Okay, okay, so now we have to, so what we need to do, so we have the product names here, so we'll have to apply sorting method. So to apply sorting method, so I'll show you. Const sorted is equal to, we'll create a copy of this array. So how to create a copy of the array using spread operator. So within a square bracket put three dots and names. Okay, so this will create a copy of this array. Okay, and three dots are called spread operator. Okay, so dot sort dot sort it here. Okay, so now I have sorted. Okay, so next what I'll do, I will do assertion. So await, no, expect, so names, so names is what we got from the application dot to equal. Okay, so to equal sorted. Okay, so whatever we got from the application should be equal to the array we sorted. Okay, so when this is both are equal, it means the price names are in sorted order, means ascending order. Okay, okay, so now let us execute this much and see. I'll put dot only, will execute only this method. And if you think you learned something from this video so far, please subscribe if you're new, and tell me if you're learning anything new, what you're learning. I think it will not pass. It will not take this much time usually. We'll see. Okay, okay. So now I know what mistake I made. Let us go to this method. Okay, so here instead of taking this, so in the drop down I want to select this value, correct? So in the drop down I want to select this value. So instead of taking this filters, I will take the drop down. Okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, I'll just rename it everywhere. Okay, so in the drop down I want to select these values. Okay, so now I'll execute. So we have three more tests to do, so just copy the same thing, it will not take much time. Okay, one test passed. Okay, okay, so now let us do for the second one. Before that, format. Okay, so now it is organized. Okay, okay, so we'll do the second one. I'll copy the same thing, I'll do some changes. Okay, so first I'll remove dot only from here. Then for the second one, what method we want? We want this filters by name. Z2A, and we want the product names here also, and we want to sort. So if I just say dot sort, it will sort in ascending order. Okay, so now what I want to validate, I want to validate Z2A, that is descending order. So to get the descending order, so I have to use after sort dot reverse. Okay, just remember we have to use dot reverse uh, to what is that, to sort, what is that, there is some word, okay, to what is that, to get the values in a descending order. Okay, so we have to use dot reverse. Okay, so same thing, so here if I just say dot sort, it will sort. So to not to sort, to descend, to sort in a descending order, so we'll have to use dot reverse. Okay, okay, let us execute this dot only, and we will give some weight here so we can see that. Okay, so await page dot wait for timeout. I'll give some 3 seconds of time. So page is not there here. I'll import page dot page. It's not coming. I'll do in a, I'll remove this and I will give the weight in the method. Okay, so method is this. Here only I'll give weight. So await this dot page dot wait for timeout. See, I'll copy this weight. Okay, so now let us execute the second method. So next is price low to high and high to low. Okay, so just clicking on the sorting, I mean the drop down is not enough. Okay, so we need to validate. Validation is important. Okay, oh, okay, I did not save this. Sorry about this. Okay, one test passed. Now we'll do price low to high. Okay, so we will call filter by price method. Okay, dot filter by price. The first one will call low to high. Filter by price low to high. Okay, then so we want to call this method where it has all the prices. So that method is get product prices. So wait, I'll just copy this and I will store this prices in some variable. So const I will say prices is equal to. Okay, so now what we need to do, so this is important. Okay, so here we need to create a copy of this same prices and we have to apply sorting method. Okay, so const sorted same way is equal to, so let's create a copy of this. So how to create, using spread operator, three dots and prices. So this will create the copy of this prices. So and also the advantage of using this spread operator is it will not make any changes to the original array. So what is the original array? This prices is the original array and this one is the sorted array. Okay, so dot sort sort. So here, so in numbers, so how it will sort is we have to give two values, a and b. So a represents first value and b represents second value. Okay, and here we have to do a minus b. Okay, so remember a minus b will do sorting for ascending order. Okay, so low to high, remember a minus b for low to high, b minus a for high to low. Okay, so now assertion expect prices dot to equal prices dot equal sorted, or we can say sorted price. Okay, so now I'll remove dot only from here and execute only this. Okay, so for I'll do for this also and we'll execute both. Copying. So the method is filter by price high to low. Okay, so this method, and we have to get the product prices and keep it in some variable and we have to apply sorted. Okay, so here for low to high we have to use b minus a. Okay, so same thing, I'll put dot here, dot only to this method also, will execute both. So when we do prices sorting, we'll have to pass two things, a minus b, and so remember that a minus b for ascending and b minus a for descending. So you can see price low to high and high to low. Okay, so to test passed. Okay, so this is how we validate filter functionality. Okay, so hope you understood something from this video. So please do practice, and once again I'm saying, if you think you learned something from this video, please let me know what did you learn, and also please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.